Hello guys, and welcome to my low spend February plan. Alright, so I first want to introduce myself. I am Frugal Mom Plus 2. I like to be frugal and hit deals and save money, and this is kind of how this is happening. However, low spend February has had to be adjusted because of events that occurred in January. I had to increase my budget from $25 to $50. And the reason is this all began back in January when the whole government shutdown was going on, the food stamp issue, and people having to get their stamps early, and the girls at work saying, how prices may go up on things because of all of this. And so I stocked up my last paycheck I took and just stocked up our freezer and our, what we needed. And I had it all set and planned. And then the end of January happened. And that was the Arctic freeze that we had in Michigan, and it closed our schools for 5 days. And my kids were home, they were bored, they were snacking, they were hungry. And so food that I had set aside for this pantry or challenge, I guess you would call it, or low spend February, got consumed because I had to feed the kids, and which is fine, but they normally have their lunch at school and they have snacks they take to school as well. But because of all of this, that got dwindled down. In fact, my daughter may need some additional snacks for school. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stick to the $25 budget. I might be able to, get it down to 30 or 40, maybe even 35, but I really don't want to spend $50. And when you see on my list, and then when I do my vlog of what I actually have in my freezer and pantry, I'm going to be doing a vlog on that coming up real soon. So you can see how it is feasible to stay low spend, but man, I really don't want to spend 50 bucks. So our plan of attack, first of all, excuse my worn out Dollar Tree dry erase board. I know, buy a new one, but you know what? I can still write on it, so it works for now. We are going to eat down our freezer and pantry, and I'm also going to be cleaning out the freezer and pantry. I already have done my fridge, so I'm done with that. But once I have my freezer items pulled, I'm checking for frostbite and just making sure I have on hand what I actually believe I have. And any hidden treasures I didn't get to at the very bottom. I have a chest freezer and a regular fridge freezer that are pretty well stocked. And then I have cupboards with bursting with food that some of it may not be up to date. So I need to clean that out and make sure what I have. So when I go to the store today, I'm picking up things like cheese, and you'll see that in another video, and my money order, and I'm also for my rent, and then I'm also going over to get a haircut done today. So I'm not going to do a big shopping trip, just things I know I need right now to get me through till I need to get to the store again, because I will need to get milk again. I had purchased 3 gallons of milk anticipating this February, that last week of January, right before the snowstorm hit, and we went through those. And then I just picked up 2 more gallons, and I have only 1.5 left. So we have went through almost 5 gallons of milk that I had planned out otherwise. So, all right. So the other part of this is meal planning, because man, I tell you, write it down, make a plan. You can always move around. If one night you need to move this from another week, you can do that. But having a plan in place will keep this on track as best as you can. Also, buying only the things we need, like milk, which I should only need to buy milk one more time this month. Eggs, produce, bread I can even freeze if I find a good deal. And then, as you'll see here in a few seconds, meal items that I need to insert. So meal inserts. So all right, so here's what we have in the freezer that I have found so far. And we have quite a bit. I know I have enough here. This is the 4th of the month to get us through the next 24 days, because February is a short month, and I'm trying to get it even as far as into the 1st or 2nd week of March. So yeah, I'm really going to try to stretch at least the freezer and pantry stuff and clean out all that food I've had in there for a little bit so I can bring in new stuff. Things to know: I do buy in bulk. I buy family size or value size. I look at the package. I look at how many pieces of meat are in the package and how many we're going to need per meal, and then how much that's going to break down to at the final price. And what I'll do is say I can get 2 to 3 meals out of a package, or when I buy my hamburger, I break all that back down into, what was I going to say? Freezer bags. So yeah, it's early. I think it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning doing this, because like I said, I am going to plan on going out, but it's really kind of rainy and nasty out right now, so I'm thinking it'll be a few hours. So right now what I have on hand is I have a package of petite steaks that I want to get used up. I also have, it is not T-bone. I did look because I was being lazy. It is ribeye, so I have 2 steak options for doing this. I also have a pack of pork steak. That is part of my bulk. And the petite steak, those were a family size package. This will be my 3rd meal out of that one package that I think I paid $10 or $11 for 3 people. That is good. Chili cheese dogs. Yep, here's one of the meals. I went over this with the kids and, what kind of sounds good to you. And this one and the Sloppy Joes were the first 2 they wanted the most. But I need buns for those because I had the hot dog buns set aside and in the freezer ready to go for this. And then, like I said, Arctic freeze happened. And I made hot dogs and macaroni and cheese one night for, I believe it was either lunch or dinner. So that took care of the buns I had for that. And for the Sloppy Joes, my daughter got into those because she likes to make her sandwiches out of hamburger buns. So we will have to adjust. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a good price on the buns again because I buy specific buns for these. I don't like the cheap buns because those just upset my stomach. So that's my plan on those. So we have what we need for a taco night. We have a Chinese night we can do twice. I buy these bags. I believe I bought them at Aldi's, but I could have got them at Kroger. It's an orange chicken. I always have white rice on hand, and I also have egg rolls. I can do that 2 times. I have everything I need for pork carnitas. I have country style ribs. I can do twice because that came from a package that I got, a large package. I actually got 4 meals out of that large package. That package was so huge. There was a whole top and bottom of those, so that was great. I have in my freezer, and you'll see down here too, some freezer meals I made up a while ago that I never quite used up. So I have a roast with celery and carrots in there. Now I always have potatoes on hand, so we can do a crock pot meal one night, and we have some busy nights coming up. My daughter has high school orientation this week. Oh my goodness. And I also have a night I need to go do my income taxes, and there's just a couple other nights that we're going to be busy, so having quick easy meals are always wonderful. I pick up these bags of Parmesan chicken tenders at Aldi's. My kids absolutely love them, and we want to do it with a pasta and bread. And I have enough for that twice because I get 2 uses out of that. And I bought a really big box of pasta, so I should have enough pasta to do that twice. I have what I need for steak sandwiches minus the thick bread that I purchased. It's a Texas toast, so I just need to pick up a loaf, and then I'll divide that out into 2 freezer bags and put it into my freezer because 1 loaf of bread will get me at least 2, if not 3 times of this, but I only have 2 packages of it, so the extra bread I could leave out for the kids to maybe have like with breakfast or something. I also have brat burgers, which the kids were kind of like about, so we may not use those. I have a package of ravioli I purchased at Aldi's in the freezer section that we like. I have a half a ham that I can cook down, and we can get dinner out of that, and I can also use that for ham sandwiches. I can even make a second round of scalloped potatoes and ham out of that, so I can get a lot done with a half of a ham. And if I save, I think it has a bone in it, I don't remember, but if it does, I could actually make a soup with it too. I have a pack of ground turkey in there. I've never used ground turkey as like a hamburger meat substitute, so I'm going to be looking into maybe doing that, but it is there. I have a large package of chicken legs, and I was thinking about doing some lemon pepper chicken, and then I could pull out 1 or 2 of those, make that on like a night before I work the next day, and that could be a lunch for me the next day. I also have chicken leg quarters, so I can make those twice, and I can put those in the oven. I like that with the Lipton onion soup mix, and I also like to put it on the grill. I have a pack of pork chops. I had bought a big pack of those as well, and that gave me 3 meals, so I have 1 left. I have nachos and goulash, scalloped potatoes and ham again. Potato soup was one of my freezer meals. That'll be real nice. Alfredo chicken, and yeah, I did put goulash twice. Quesadillas and tostadas. And the reason you see these 1 and 2 numbers here is because like I said, I buy hamburger meat in bulk, and so I break it down, and I have 4 packages left in the freezer of that, so that's why you see those numbers. So as I said in my description, this low spend can be done without living on rice and beans and oatmeal, which is fine. And you know, tough times call for tough calls, but thankfully we have what we need. And I see a lot of videos, you know, showing people how to live off of that. But I wanted to kind of show how you can live eating out of what you have on hand, if you should have it, or maybe you can get out and purchase some things and buy in bulk and break it down for yourself, especially for a single person. That would be ideal. So that is my plan. I will keep you guys updated. There will be some videos coming up. Like I said, when I clean out the freezer in the pantry, I will be going through and showing you what I have and what we're going to use, and maybe I might have additions, because I do have more than enough meals here to get me through February, and like I said, even to the 1st. And if I really dig deep in my freezer, I probably have enough stuff to get me through till second week of March, which would be my first March paycheck. So that would be ideal. So, and then I'll just stock up again. So, alrighty, well, that is my plan. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers on this, and a lot of hope. And again, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and get the alerts, and come on over to Instagram and connect with me there. So thank you so much for watching this, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.